Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Abby here with Planning Life Station. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how I set up my planner for the month of April. And then kind of show you a little bit of the Simply Teacher layout that I have been using for my planning. So yeah, I might skip through some of the, not skip through, I might just not talk through some of this portion of it. Just kind of depending what I'm feeling, but we're gonna turn to the month of April, and that is here, and we're just gonna get right into it. Make sure that I'm in frame. If you have questions in regards to what kind of planner this is the Modern's Impressions planner that came out for the 2025 year. So this is what the cover looks like. And the rest of the dividers are in here to put back in here, but I changed it around and I changed some stuff in here, mostly the layout. The layout was what I wanted to change, so that layout is now the Simply Teacher layout is the one that I've been using, because it just kind of works better for my planning purposes, because all I have to worry about is just 1 week at a page and not like, you know, the whole week spread out on 2 pages. So that way I can just flip it and just have this page to worry about. And I like the big version simply because you can put regular paper. You don't have to worry about having to cut the paper, measure it, having to print it off in your printer correctly. So that's what I love about this. I've already wrote in some stuff. And I only had January through June in here, because that was the only Simply layout. That was the remainder of the Simply layout that I had in this planner. And then if you want to see a setup of this planner and how I set this up, it is in my videos if you go back a couple videos. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the Simply layout, again, it's just a condensed version, so it's 1 week on a page instead of 2 pages per week. And then towards the end you have some notes pages that you can use, and in my planner I filled it up with some notes paper, so that's what I've got in here, and then some dividers to divide up some more additional paper here in the back. But yeah, and then the cover itself is actually, again, from the collection that was released, the winter collection that was released earlier this year, but I didn't like the outside cover. I just liked the checkered board, so I flipped it inside out. And this planner is actually an undated planner, and it's still available on the website if you're interested in that. Don't mind the little disc down here. It actually broke, and I'm just not realizing that I forgot to put it on different discs. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into this, and if I go silent, that's just because I'm trying to speed through the video, and I'm just gonna pretty much show you all that I'm planning. So pretty much I have 4 classes that I'm taking right now, because I am a graduate student, and so I'm taking 4 classes right now. I have work, I have my daughter, and that's pretty much all that I plan here in my planner. It does get pretty hectic in my planner, so there's a lot that I have to plan. So I'll show you here. So this is kind of the what do you call it, the legend here, the color legend that I use. So for my daughter, it's a light baby blue, work, and then my classes, personal, and bills, like this. So I might speed through this, and yeah, let's get started. So I like to get started first with my daughter. So I pretty much make it, my thought process on my planning is, what do I do first when I wake up? So if my daughter is first, then that is what I want to focus on first, because that's what I need to get done in the morning. So yeah, so as soon as I wake up, that's the first thing I gotta worry about. So I gotta make, I'm sorry, I'm like in the camera, I gotta make sure that this is the right pin for this one, because I put it back in the box. But yes, when I wake up, I go by what I have to do as soon as I wake up. So my daughter's first, because she's a person that I gotta get taken care of, and I gotta get out the door, and I gotta remember what she's got going on first. So for my daughter, I'll go in and write her stuff first. And as you can see, I went blank. I forgot what I was going to tell you. Okay, so my daughter's activities are only on the monthly section. They're not in the weekly section. In the weekly section, it is just to track work and then my classes. So my daughter, she's little still, but she does have some activities going on at school probably like every month. She has a couple days off every month. And just every month she's got something going on at school. And then she did wrestling earlier this year, and now she's in soccer. So I gotta put that in here. So yeah, we're gonna get started. Yeah, and I will see you in just a second once I complete the rest of the planning. So yeah. Alright, so I know she doesn't have school this weekend because just double check. Thursday, Friday. So from the 17th. 17th. Also on the 21st. Just got and Thursdays she's got soccer practice. Here's my dusty little hole puncher. Let's see if we can open this. Right. So all the Thursdays are packed with and that's just indicating that she's got practice this whole entire week. That way I don't have to go in and write it like in every single day. Okay, so she's got that, and I think that's all the events that she's got going on. So let's go back in here. We'll do my tracker with you and and then we are going to use the next color. And if I didn't show you guys what kind of pins these are the Papermate ink gel pins. You can get them pretty much everywhere. I actually got a pack from Ross for $11.99, but I definitely love these pins, so definitely check those out. So I'm going to go in for work, and what was today, the 2nd? Let's see, we didn't have anything, but at work I had, we had a crisis. I'll just put crisis team in ink. Okay, and then over here we have all stuff. Okay, and then let's see. I've got a lot of other stuff going on. I'm gonna stop it and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So I filled it out the monthly section as much as I could. Fill it out simply because I have some assignments that are kind of messed up in my Canva. And so some of them were just kind of like in the wrong areas and due at the wrong time. So we won't worry about those for now. We'll just fill them in as we figure that out. But we'll put this, I'll finish the legend here, SWK 726, SWK 730, $45, $47. Okay. And that's all that I'll do in here on the monthly section. So this is what it kind of looks like. So again, some of the stuff is kind of like missing, so you'll probably wonder like what certain things are. So like up here, it's colored with two different colors. So one of them is green for work, and then the other one is like this baby blue, which is for my daughter Victoria. So when it's colored in like or circled like this on the number, that's just payday for work. And then when it's circled in baby blue, that's the days that my daughter is with her dad. So just kind of keep track of those dates. And I didn't fill out the rest of them because Easter is coming up, so I can't remember off the top of my head what those dates look like. So I haven't filled that out. But now we're gonna flip over. Yeah, so we're gonna flip over, and now we're gonna fill out the actual layout here. So we're gonna start here at the top, and we're just gonna put basically my schedule. So I know it might seem kind of redundant because I'm planning here and I'm also planning in here, but there's certain things like for the classes, for the classes and for work. So there are certain things like readings and whatnot that I won't put on here. This is just to keep track of the big assignments that are due here on the bigger version. And then in regards to work, there's stuff on here that I'm not keeping track of on here. These are just like the big events that are happening, meetings that are happening. But when we do them here, there's certain things that I have to keep track of, or certain things that I do that I want to keep track of. So, you know, if I send out, because I'm in charge of a probation list, and so I have to send those probation lists out, and so I want to keep track of when I sent that out. It's just kind of like double checking for myself in case that were to backfire and somebody says, hey, you didn't send that out. I can, you know, kind of tell them. I know our email has it, but I just like to keep track of it in case I don't have my laptop with me. So that's the explanation on that. So here at the top, I'm just going to put every category. So we're going to have work. I'm just going to put every category. So we're going to have work. And then just in order for my classes. So SWK 726. 730. 745. And then 747. Okay. So Monday. Did we have anything on Monday? No, I can't remember. Oh yes. Okay. Okay, Monday I did have to go. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I had to translate on Monday. Let me check. let's see, sorry, I'm like over here checking. Okay, on the 30, so that would have been Monday. Okay, that's why it's not up here, but okay, we'll just put this. So I did have to translate bright and early at 8 a.m. Okay, so then over here for my weekly, I'll just and if I didn't share, but some of the classes that I'm in right now is for my practicum, and so I have to keep a really good track of my hours and everything that I'm doing. That way I can turn it in for school. So we'll just put a little circle and then translate at 8 a.m. Okay, and then let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Wednesday